Since the dawn of time, people have developed many pastimes to keep them occupied. We're fortunate enough to live in a generation when a lot of us have a lot of available time, which means we're continually inventing and reinventing sports. So it's no wonder that the world of athletic race sometimes takes a walk on the weird side of things. But that doesn't mean the world's unique sports are new. In fact, many of the most peculiar ones are invented ages ago, before people had internet invaded into the scene. If you want to know what are the most unique sports in the world, you should stick around as we will reveal the top 10 of them one by one. Before we list down the 10 unique sports around the world, please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel Sports Stars and click the bell to watch our latest videos. Number 10. Falconry. Have you ever watched a period film where most prominent people in the society go hunting together with their guns and their hawks or falcon? Then you may be familiar with this type of sport. Falconry, also called hawking, is a sport of using falcons, hawks, and sometimes eagles or buzzards in hunting games. Falconry is an ancient sport that has been practiced since pre-literate times. In Dubai, the art of falconry is considered an art and a way of living. It's been passed on from generation to generation. Falcon is not just a sport to them, but it's a way of life. Their forefathers used falcons to hunt. Falcon is the icon of their country and it's even imprinted on their passports. Number 9. Chess boxing. It's a hybrid sport that combines two traditional games, chess and boxing. The contestants compete in alternating rounds of chess and boxing. The basic idea of this sport is to combine the number of one thinking sport with the number one fighting sport into a hybrid that demands most of its competitors, both mentally and physically. Imagine how tiresome it could be. The sport of chess boxing has been taken under its wings by the World Chess Boxing Organization, or WCBO. It has then expanded to all 5 continents. One of the goals of this new sport is the old idea of a healthy mind in a healthy body. During a fight, the control of aggression plays a big role. That's why the motto of the WCBO is "Fighting is done in the ring and wars are waged on the board." This game is a serious test of will. It takes both brains and brawn to earn champ status. A match consists of 11 rounds, 6 rounds of chess and 5 of boxing. Each round lasts 3 minutes. A winner is only declared by a checkmate in chess, TKO in boxing, or disqualification by the ref for idleness. Sounds difficult? I bet it is. Number 8. Hobby horsing. Remember when we were kids and we have these pretend horses and we gallop around in our swords or pistol if you're pretending to be a cowboy? It's similar to that, only minus the pretend weapons. Hobby horsing is a popular sport among young Finnish girls between ages 10 and 18 who recreate equestrian traditions such as show jumping and dressage in their bodies while properly holding on to their beloved companions. While hobby horsing appears to be unusual or childish to the outside eyes, the girls who participate and compete find the sport to be supportive, creative, and empowering. Aficionados take high pride in the sport's do-it-yourself attitude, and a very few industrially made hobby horses are seen at events because they are lower caste horses, said Venla Maria Utela, a spokeswoman for a registered informal hobby horse society in Helsinki. Number 7. Shin kicking. Being kicked on the shin is never fun. It's painful and it's one of the most provocative acts that would eventually start a fight with your siblings or perhaps a classmate from grade school. But now, it's becoming popular as a sport. Shin kicking, also known as shin diggings or purring, is a combat sport that involves 2 contestants trying to kick each other on the shin to force their opponent to the ground. It has been described as an English martial art. Legend has it that some shin kickers wore steel-toe boots during the games and tried to build a pain tolerance by hitting their shins with hammers. In modern competitions, the combatants are required to wear soft shoes and stuff their trouser legs with straw for padding. Ambulance crews also attend the events behind the deli in case of injury or death. Number 6. Fireball soccer. The ball is on fire. Kick, do we run, or do we just let go of the ball and reach to the nearest fire extinguisher to kill it? Well, that's not the case for this sport. The longer the fire it stays on the ball, the better. Please note that this is a dangerous sport, so kids, don't try this at home. The fireball game, also known locally as sepak bola api, is a unique game played by Indonesian students to welcome the month of Ramadan. The pre-rituals before the game are essential things to do by the players. They light the coconut on fire, soak all the players in salt and non-flammable spices, say a little prayer, and start kicking the ball with their bare feet. Players follow their rituals before the match, including fasting. The ball is made from a coconut from a palm tree soaked in kerosene. Some say they bathe the coconut ball for a week. Fireball soccer is a more extreme sport than the regular soccer matches. One thing's for sure, this game is not for the faint of heart. If you think you've seen the craziest, we haven't even reached the top 3 yet. This is just the tip of the iceberg. So sit tight as we are nearing the top 3 videos. Number 5. Pierliepin. Try crossing the river from where you at to the other side of the bank using nothing but a pole. It is pretty much the same for this sport on riverbank, so to speak. This sport involves a long pole and a body of water. The pole is between 8 and 13 meters or 26 and 43 feet long and has a flat round plate at the bottom to prevent it from sinking into the muddy river or canal bottom. International tourists who have visited Friesland and who have observed the sport have helped to spread its popularity across the globe. This sport was featured on season 12 of The Amazing Race, where it's being referred to as ditch vaulting. The Japanese reality TV series called Sasuke, also called Ninja Warrior, has also featured this obstacle. Number 4. Underwater hockey. From ice to the ground and now to the water. Yep, there's a game called underwater hockey. So what exactly is underwater hockey? Players call it a non-contact sport in which 2 teams try to score points by putting the puck in their opponent's goal, just like the regular hockey game we see in sports channels. It is played inside a swimming pool. As the name suggests, it is played underwater in controlled conditions. One thing you must keep in mind is that underwater hockey is a relatively dangerous sport. You need to be sufficiently trained in free diving to be able to play it, and even then, the risk of injuries cannot be avoided. Since it involves staying underwater for a long time, you can lose consciousness or drown, although there is always professional help available to mitigate the chance of unfortunate accidents. Before we reveal our top 3 unique sports, show us some love by clicking the bell and subscribing to Sports Stars channel for our future videos. You can also leave a comment below on what you want to see next. Number 3. Oil wrestling. If a regular wrestling you see on TV is already difficult to imagine, try wrestling covered in oil. Oil wrestling, or yagliguras, also called grease wrestling, is the Turkish national sport. It is so called because the wrestlers douse themselves with olive oil. The wrestlers, known as pehlivan, which means hero or companion, wear a type of hand-stitched leather trousers called a kisbet or kispet, which is traditionally made of water buffalo hide and most recently has been made of cow skin. Wrestlers oil one another before matches as a demonstration of balance and mutual respect. If a man defeats an older opponent, he kisses the latter's hand. It is a sign of respect for elders in Turkey. Number 2. Extreme ironing. Do you hate ironing because it's a boring and tiring day-to-day chore? Then you may want to consider upping a notch. Is it extreme or performance art? It could be both. Contenders who call themselves ironists go to a far place and iron their clothes. Take note, iron clothes. The domestic chore has been performed underwater, hanging from cliffs, while skiing or snowboarding, and even on top of vehicles. Extreme ironing is an unusual sport in which people take ironing boards to remote locations and iron items of clothing. According to the Extreme Ironing Bureau, extreme ironing is the latest danger sport that mixes the thrills of an extreme outdoor activity with the fulfillment of a well-pressed shirt. And now, our number 1. Ferret legging. Imagine something crawling in your trousers. I know, it's quite uneasy and at times scary, right? Well, the people who had started this sport did not seem to mind at all. It is an endurance game to see who can keep a ferret in their pants the longest. Ferrets are the clear choice for such a sport. They are natural tunnel crawlers that take pleasure in cramped spaces. The beginning of ferret legging is an ongoing debate. This sport seemed to have become popular among coal miners in Yorkshire, England in the 1970s. Contestants are not allowed to wear underwear and the ferrets must have a full set of teeth. To win the contest, the man must simply not care when he gets his tool bitten. The winner is the last to release the animal. Surprised? I'm sure you've been listing more than 10 unique sports in your head after you've watched this video. Just comment below if you wish to get your suggestions heard, and who knows? We will feature it for you on our next videos. If you enjoyed this video, then show us some love by liking and subscribing to our channel Sports Stars. Make sure to click the bell so you won't miss our future exciting sports videos. Thanks for watching.